Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Upshift podcast, the podcast that is all about Formula Racing. We are back with weekend recap of the Portuguese Grand Prix. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. This is a bit of a late one as usual. Because I don't have any sort of scheduling or consistency with my uploads, but I hope you guys do forgive me for that. By the way, I'm going through a little bit of a not rebranding, but kind of a little bit of a change. So you guys might have noticed a new logo, a new banner. Tell me down in the comments if you like those, and thank you to Josh Ravel for making both of those. Big thank you to him. But now we go into the Portuguese Grand Prix. What did we take away from it, and what was special about it? And obviously the biggest thing that was special about it is Lewis Hamilton taking his 92nd win and breaking the record of Michael Schumacher. And it's just unbelievable. I think more than likely he silenced the haters of F1 and him. And yeah, by the way, a video will be out about Lewis. So go to my YouTube channel if you're listening to this on audio only. It'll be coming out soon. But yeah, I am so happy for him. If you guys are watching on YouTube, my poster behind him, that's Lewis Hamilton's car. His McLaren of, I believe, 2011, around there. So me and my brother have been pretty big fans of him for a while, but then now I switched to Alex, and I'll tell you about him later. But yeah, I'm happy for Lewis, and he's going to take his 7th world title, and I am super excited to see him break that record, tie the record, and more than likely beat it. So that will more likely come up in the future. But biggest loser of the weekend, my Lewis was the biggest winner, obviously. The biggest loser will be Alex Albon. His seat is obviously at risk, but rumors have come out that Red Bull are saying that they will keep Alex for one more year. 1 year to just prove himself in that car, because he does have talent and he does have speed. But the thing is, I love Alex. He is my favorite driver. I have his car right here. He's my favorite driver, but I don't know if that's a great decision for Red Bull. They said if he doesn't score X amount of points, I think, then he will be demoted. But I do genuinely hope that Alex performs, because he has speed, he has potential to be a really good driver, but he just hasn't performed up to the standards. But Pierre definitely has. Getting that win in Monza, that was unbelievable. Getting P5 in the race, he was the second biggest winner for me of the entire race. He's proven himself multiple times. He is so quick in that AlphaTauri car, and he's proven himself worthy of a Red Bull seat. And I think maybe if Alex gets demoted to AlphaTauri, maybe the same thing happens to him. He gets demoted and finds that confidence again and builds himself back up to Red Bull seat worthy, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. That's a maybe. Hopefully he does. But if he gets demoted, he will go to AlphaTauri, and hopefully he brings his confidence level back up. But in the race, we move on to the race, sorry. The first few laps, my God, they were weird. It rained a little bit, everyone struggling to find grip, and then all of a sudden, Carlos Sainz comes round the outside of nowhere and gets into the lead of the Grand Prix, ahead of Lewis, ahead of Bottas, ahead of Max. It was weird to see. It was really weird to see. And then he pulled out like 2 seconds or something like that, and he just zoomed off on his merry way, never looked back. Then he did when he inevitably got passed by the Mercedes, because let's be honest, that McLaren is not faster than the Mercedes. Rip. But it was weird to see. It was really weird to see just everyone struggle for grip except both McLarens, actually. I think Lando went up to P4, maybe P3 or something like that. But both McLarens did pretty well. Unfortunately, Lando couldn't get the result he deserved because Stroll decided that... Oh, there's notification from my laptop. Sorry about that. But Stroll just turned in on him. I don't know what Stroll was doing there. I don't know what he expected Lando not to go there. Lando was next to him, and he did the exact same thing on Max Verstappen in FP2, I believe, where he just was alongside him, and then, hey mate, hey, how you doing? Oh, you're driving? Nope. Just turns right into him in the same car. He did the exact same thing. And it was just not a good thing to do. It wasn't. The thing is, Lando is an aggressive driver, I think. Not K-Mag aggressive, but he is a pretty aggressive driver. He does go for some moves that are pretty good. So it would be stupid not to think that, oh, I just passed Lando, I shouldn't look in my mirror and see if he's next to me, which he more than likely is, because we have about the same amount of speed going into turn 1. Why would you not, mate, just have a quick look in your mirror and then see if he's there and then turn? And by the way, in FP2, did anyone else see that Stroll looked in his mirrors? Because I feel like he was driving and then he had a little side glance. If you saw, he was like bouncing and then he had a little head pivot towards the mirror. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw that. I don't know. Maybe I'm hallucinating because I'm sad about Alex, but I think he did. I think he saw him, but I just don't know. It's just hard for me to believe that he didn't see both Lando and Max in the same corner. It's just a bit weird to me. But I don't think he deserved a penalty because he was in P20, around 20 seconds behind P19. So there was no point in giving him a 10-second time penalty. What's the point? The point is nothing. He couldn't lose anything and he couldn't gain anything. Obviously there's a penalty, so he couldn't gain anything, but he wouldn't lose anything. The most he would lose is nothing. He would gain nothing nor lose anything from that penalty. He was in P20. He ended up retiring anyways because he smashed into 2 people and more than likely broke something on that Racing Point car. His dad's more than likely going to be mad, like, what did you do? You smashed the car into 2 people. It's just, I just can't. I'm rambling quite a bit, but I just can't think that he wouldn't look in his mirror after he passed someone. That's usually what you do. It's pretty obvious. Anyways, moving on. Later in the race, Alex did bad. P12 got lapped by his teammate, just like a certain Pierre Gasly 12 months ago. I hate to bring that up, but I'm really salty. He's more likely actually going to keep his seat. I don't know. But later in the race, some amazing moves from my driver of the day, Pierre Gasly. That man, give him a round of applause. He did absolutely amazing. His move, he would have gotten the move, I think, on Perez earlier if Perez didn't nearly kill both of them. Sorry, Perez, if you're watching this. You're more than likely not, but sorry if you are. But I feel like it was a good move of defense, because I think it was a bit dangerous, but smart. Because technically, they moved at the same time, so Perez didn't actually, like, oh, he's turning right, oh, I will turn right as well. They kind of moved, they were kind of behind each other, and then they moved at the same time, so technically, the move was warranted, and yeah, it was fine to me. It was just a bit dangerous, but Pierre Gasly getting P5 in that AlphaTauri. Good job by Pierre Gasly. You win the Upshift Driver of the Day. Doesn't mean anything, but you are my driver of the day. Moving on to later in the race, we saw some more good moves by Perez. Some good moves, passing people like Daniel Ricciardo. I'm pretty sure Esteban Ocon. He actually won the actual driver of the day in the race, getting P7. Also in the first few laps, he got punted off by Max Verstappen. He said that he gave Perez plenty of room when Perez was, I think, on the curb, and Max just came and punted him nearly into the wall. I'm surprised Perez got that car going again. I thought when I watched it, I was like, oh, he's beached. He's not gonna get that out, or something happened. He's not gonna race anymore. Then what do you know? He's in P20, and I was like, he went in the pit box, and I was like, oh yeah, he's retiring. But then he just goes, and all of a sudden he's in P7. He finishes in P7. I don't know how, or P6, P7 or P6. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure P7, but made some really good moves, and he was second place for me for the driver of the day. Just barely lost. It's like this very small margin between him and Pierre, but really it was really cool to see him bring that car back from being absolutely shunted off by Max, to bring it all the way back up to P7. Good job by him. And yeah, that's really all that happened. Again, Lewis, congratulations on your 92nd win, breaking the record. Good job by Lewis. A little bit of news. Arthur Leclerc, I will say this, he will be in Formula 1. I just want to quickly say this because I just saw the F3 driver test kind of thing, and he got like P2 in it, and so really good job by him getting that P2, the fastest time, I think, around Bahrain. And he's driven an F3 car like twice, and he got P2. It's really good, and I'm really excited to see that guy in a F3 car, more than likely F2 car very soon, and maybe even an F1 car, because he is absolutely an amazing driver, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for him. But this is the end of the podcast. Thank you all so much for watching / listening if you're on audio only. Follow me on Instagram at Upshift. I'm trying to change my socials to match my new YouTube name. Follow me on Instagram at Upshift. All the links will be down in the description, by the way, so you don't have to just go to Instagram and type it in. Follow me on Instagram at Upshift. Follow me on Twitter at, I think, the Upshiftcast. I don't think I changed it. Follow me on Facebook at Seki Bosham. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Upshift. The T in Upshift is a 1 because of Formula 1 and joke, and I'm funny. So thank you all for watching. Stay safe in quarantine. Wear your masks, and a goodbye.